Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the My Stock Journey channel. It has been an absolutely insane week. Like, since the last update, our portfolio has grown somewhere between, I don't know the numbers exactly, but I'm thinking somewhere around 1,750, 2,000, something like that. Just in the last week, I'm up like 10% or so, and it's just been absolutely crazy. It's just been a big mixture of stuff. We had pretty good job claims, just everything like that. Been pretty good news in the market. A little bit of the fear of everything of the coronavirus and everything is going away, and there's other stuff going on in the world as well. And so, just with all that being said, this market is just blows my mind. At this point, I just feel there's no fundamentals. There's nothing. It's just gonna do what it wants to do, and it's up to us whether we ride the wave or we get out. So yeah, man. So what I wanted to go ahead and do is something that I want to do every week. I've noticed as this market is so volatile, and you guys are so curious in that y'all kind of want to know how my portfolio is performing through these crazy spikes, whether it's really down, really up, or whatever it may be. And so with that being said, I did want to just every week at the end of the week, Friday, Saturday-ish, I'll go ahead and I'll make a update video, just how my portfolio performed during the week, kind of like an end of the week update. And, I'll give you guys the amount of money that it's built up to, how much I've invested, the gains I've made over the last week. So with that being said, we will hop right into it. And yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, definitely drop a like for me. Helps me out so much. I know I say it all the time, but it's genuinely true that it helps me reach new audiences and help me grow my base and let me, share my journey with more and more people. If you are new to the channel and this is the first video that you've watched of mine, definitely watch the whole video. Tell me what you think about it. If you do like it, hit that subscribe button. If not, it is all good. I would appreciate your feedback. And yeah, if you have any future suggestions for any videos, stuff you'd like to see me do again that I've done in the past, stuff that you've seen other YouTubers do that you want, you want my input or my take or, my portfolio performance on it, stuff like that. Anything along those lines, go ahead and drop it in the comment section for me. And yeah, let's get into the video. So we are gonna go ahead and start on my M1 Finance account. It's always easiest because I only have one stock on here. I've talked about it pretty much every video. I used to use M1 Finance. I sold all my stocks on it around February, March, and April. I sold a little bit here and there whenever I was positive. And yeah, so the only stock I held onto is Stag Industrial, and that's because I caught it super low. Like, I'm talking 21.50 was my average cost, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, so $21.50 for 63.85 shares. As you do know, M1 Finance has a fractional shares, but that average cost is that's going to be so hard to beat for me that I might as well just go ahead and hold on to them. No point selling, let it rack up the money and let it build over time. Stag Industrial is a dividend paying stock that pays every single month, and it's a company that I genuinely love. I love the portfolio. I love the diversification that they've shown throughout their portfolio and the resilience that they've shown through hard times. And so with that being said, I am definitely going to hold on to Stag Industrial for as long as I can, as long as I want to, and as long as I feel comfortable. And you can see here over the last month, it's just been an absolute roller coaster. We were super up around the beginning of May. We started having some problems come around, you know what I mean? Stuff starting to reopen, people getting a little nervous again. But just for the last, honestly, with Stag Industrial, for the last like 20 days, it has just been up and up and up and up and up and just gone to the wind, right? We can look at the weekly. We started off this week at about 17.26. And we ended the week around 18.06, so that's about an $80 profit there. Over the course of a month, over 200, let's see. Yeah, over $220, $215 in gains. Overall, we are sitting at a $450 gain from Stag Industrial. I've only had this stock for about 4 months now, and so $450 there, plus about a $7, $8 dividend every single month. That has not been bad. So that puts me somewhere around $500 in profit from Stag Industrial. Absolutely cannot complain. Even though it's, the price of it is on the rise at $28, $29, I do have a $33 projection for it for the end of the year. And so with that being said, there's actually a chance I buy a little bit more Stag. I'm okay with raising my average cost. I've never really seen a big issue with it if I do believe that it's going to continue to go up. It does look nice that you have such a low average cost and it's so much higher, but at the end of the day, if my average cost goes up but I make more money, is it really that big of a deal? I don't think so. And so with that being said, I'm definitely going to go ahead and probably buy a couple more shares, maybe about 35 more shares, get somewhere around 100. And yeah, so we'll definitely see what happens. I can't make any promises, but I'm definitely looking to see up that a little bit before the end of the year for sure. So that is the only stock that I do have on M1 Finance. I know I've never really gone into depth about it, so I just wanted to take a quick second and go into depth a little bit about it. And yeah, so let's move over to my Robinhood account. So overall, the Robinhood portfolio is up $3,248. Oh, baby. That is so nice to see. Oh my goodness, we are up 26.67% so far. Absolutely insane. I'm just, that's where I'm at right now, right? I've invested $12,185 of my own money into this Robinhood account. It is currently at $15,428. And honestly, as you can see, it's been a roller coaster ride, but it has been the most enjoyable roller coaster ride I've ever been on. Because honestly, man, those returns are just unheard of. That's what like I said, it's just so crazy the opportunity that we have right now. And just taking advantage of it and seeing it pay off is just so nice. So we're up $3,248 overall. Now, we've been having a crazy week. It's just been absolutely insane, and I'll just let those numbers talk for a second. It's crazy. So let's start off. I have an options trade going on right here. I have a Ford $7.05 call. That was very accidentally well timed for me. Let's see if I can go over to Ford right now. Pretty sure it is on my watch outs list. Yes, it is. So it's at $7.34. I bought that option. I don't think it shows me, but I bought this option somewhere earlier. So somewhere around here, and since then it's just gone straight up. It's only one option, so the gains aren't insane, but in a day, $12 profit, honestly cannot complain at all. It expires about a week from today, so I'm probably gonna sell it Monday, Tuesday. I'm looking for it to grow up to about $7.40 before I sell. Take about a $15, $16 profit on it. Use that and go ahead and buy another stock somewhere else. And yeah, so actually I might use that $16 and go ahead and buy some more Stag Industrial. That's probably what I'll do, since there's fractional shares on M1 Finance, so I could probably get up to like 66 or 65 shares on that. So that's definitely probably what I'll do. And yeah, so let's just take a look. Let's go back out and let's look at this week. Look at this. Look at this absolute madness. First, let's take a look at this number. That number right there. I want to solid. I want this to be perfect. There we go. We're going to get this perfect. There we go. Boom. $2,243.25 in one single week. I'm up 17% in one single week. Absolutely bonkers. It's so hard for me to wrap my mind around. And I've been telling people since the beginning of this, I'm like, take advantage of this, man. Like, a lot of these stocks are going to come up, they're going to shoot up, and yeah, they'll continue to grow over time, but this is one of those opportunities that I personally don't believe we're going to see something like this very often. I don't think we're going to see the market drop 40, 50, 60% like some of these stocks did, more than maybe 6-7 times in our entire lifetime. These are when wealth is built. Now, I'm not going to sit here and, say $2,200 is wealth, it's a fortune. No, I'm very aware of like money and everything like that. But as an 18-year-old, as a person who's saved and worked my butt off, worked my butt off every single day since I've been 16 years old. And, I've just been doing that, working 8 hours a day, going to school, going to training, doing all these different things. Each dollar that I make makes a difference to me. Every single one. I don't care whether it's a dollar I find on the ground or a dollar someone gives me for some candy that I have at lunch. It really doesn't matter. Every dollar counts. And whenever I can see my money working for me, I can see my money making me money. I can see that the research and the knowledge that I'm building and this foundation that I'm setting for myself for the future, when I see that paying off, it is an absolutely amazing feeling. And I'm honestly just so grateful for you guys to be here with me and experience this journey with me. Share your journey, give me feedback, everything like that. It's just absolutely amazing. But with that being said, we will take a look at how each day by day has performed. And so June 1st started off the week. I started off the week at about $13,194. So roughly $13,185, whatever. So the week starts and it's looking already good. We come up about $390 the first day, and I'm like, man, what a good day. And I was like, I wonder if this is gonna be a good week. And honestly, I wanted to throw in some money earlier this week, but I don't know. Something gave me a weird feeling, and it was wrong, whatever it was, whatever I listened to. But at the end of the day, I don't regret it, because something gave me a weird feeling. I was like, man, I feel like something back. Like, I feel like with everything going on, I feel like the market could come down a bit, maybe try to wait it out. And that's a mistake of mine. I should have I always usually invest on Wednesdays or Thursdays, and I should have continued to do that. I didn't. And, as you can see, I missed out on some gains. But, no harm, no foul, really. I didn't lose money necessarily. I just missed out on potential gains. And I never really considered that a loss. I just consider that a learning lesson. And so that being said, I'm not too mad about it. But the day goes on, the next day is pretty neutral. I gain a decent amount. I gain about $120 or something like that. And then this is when it just goes absolutely off the wall. Like, this is just when everything just starts getting weird, right? So the market opens and it just shoots. Boom, I'm up. What's that in that one day? 500 up to 11, $600 in one day. And I'm just like, I'm rich. I made it. You know what I mean? And obviously I know, I'm just joking, but it's just an insane feeling, like 6 months ago, I was just some kid who was just working a lot, kept all my money in a bank account, and that's about it, really. I didn't know. I've always heard people say, make your money work for me. I don't know how to do that. How do I make it come alive and start working? I don't know how to do that, right? And then, it's just, now that I dedicated so much of my life, and I dedicated hours on hours, staying up till 5 a.m. some nights to learn about the stock market and learn how it works. I was staying up till 5 a.m. in the lecture hall, doing that, learning about this, just for at 7 a.m. to come around, go to my geology class. I'm in my geology class, and I'm looking up what is PE ratio, you know what I mean? What are dividends? And I'm doing all these things. And the I don't know, just the feeling that comes with it, knowing that it's starting to pay off and seeing it and learning these lessons and taking wins feels amazing. Because when I first started, I took losses. Like, I feel like everyone does, and that's so discouraging, honestly. You can't let it discourage you, but it was discouraging me because I was teaching myself. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew is I put 100 in, now I got 40. I'm like, bro, what I do wrong? You know what I mean? And so now that I'm seeing these wins and I'm gaining it back and I'm gaining traction, I'm gaining confidence. But not only am I gaining confidence, I'm gaining knowledge. And I'm not becoming overconfident like I talked about in one of my last videos and putting money in random places for no reason. You know what I mean? And so with that being said, just seeing these types of gains is just phenomenal. And it was really, really, really today, the 5th, June 5th, it was ridiculous. I was up about 1,400 going into the day, and at one point during the day, I was up 2268, which is about an $800 return at one day. Yeah, it came down a little bit. I am starting to cross that line again, but it blows my mind. Like, you can see how well it performed here. And so with that being said, now that we have seen the growth that it showed over the week, I'll go over all my stocks. I'll tell you guys what stocks that have grown and how much they've grown and everything like that. So Store Capital has been the main one that just absolutely took off. Like, I knew, and I've been calling it, and I have a Snapchat that I sent my friend Tyler. Hopefully I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll put it in here. If not, it's okay. I sent him a Snapchat like Sunday morning, and I was like, bro, because he's been investing, and I kind of help him out and kind of tell him, what stocks I like to buy and stuff like that. And I told him, dude, Store Capital, it's been acting like it wants to shoot. They've been acting like it wants to shoot up. Now might be the time. He was like, all right, bet. So he buys a couple shares. And I'm like, dude, buy 10 more. Trust me. He goes in the next day. The very next day. Boom, 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 boom. What? What's that? I don't even know the percentage right there. 20%? Something like that? Over a week. It's just like, what? You know what I mean? Like, out of nowhere. And so, as we can see, my average cost is $16.66. It's at $25.65, meaning that I'm sitting right under $10 a return per share. And what that means is that since I have 170 shares, my total return is about $1,528.35, which is roughly a 53% return on investment. Can I get a hallelujah? That feels so amazing. Because my cost of this, I paid $2,832. I've been paid back $1,528 of that. Meaning that, honestly, I believe once this reaches that, that's an over 100% return on investment. Like, it has to be. It pretty much has to be. If right here I'm halfway, that means here, roughly, I hit 100%. That flies. That's like 125% maybe. That's like, whoa. And honestly, Monday, I'm going to go in and I'm probably going to buy even more shares. I'm going to go in. I really would like to get to 250 shares before this thing hits about 27. That'd be really nice. I love 250 shares. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I can't even wrap my mind around how fast the stock shot up this week and just how amazingly it's performed. Not only that, a 6.14% dividend yield. Like, what a stock. Pretty relatively low price to earnings ratio, super low payout ratio. It's just, what a stock. What a stock. That's all I can say. What a stock. Now, something you may notice. Tyler, where's Bank of America, man? You had 100 shares of Bank of America. What happened? Well, I'm honestly not too mad. And I'm kind of happy to announce that I finished my first cycle of the wheel cycle. So basically what the wheel cycle is, you sell an options trade, or you sell a put basically on a stock, saying that if it drops to this, I'll buy it for 100 shares. So you get a premium from that. So you do it, and 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 you do it until it drops to that. And then when it drops to that, you're assigned to buy it for 100 shares. Next up, you sell a call option on it. And this is just super rough. A lot more goes into this, so don't just try it out of nowhere. But just to break it down a little, kind of keep it to the basics. Next, after you own the 100 shares, you go and you sell call options on it, saying that if it goes up to this, I'll sell it. I'll sell all my 100 shares. Well, just hypothetically, I get $12 premium from selling a put option on a stock for $20, right? My strike price is $20. If it comes down to $20, I'm then assigned to buy 100 shares for $20, so that's about $2,000. So now that means I own 100 shares of this stock and I pay $2,000 for it. I can then go on and buy or sell a call option. So I'll say a strike price of $22, right? So what this means, I get another premium, let's just keep it simple, another $12. And so that means I've collected $24 in premium, which I get to keep. That's totally mine. No one can take it from me. Also, hypothetically say the stock reaches 22 next. Well, you just took $200 in profit because you have 100 shares and the strike price went from 20 to 22, meaning that you made $200 there plus your $24. So it's a quick $224 profit. Now, where this can be a problem is say that stock shoots to 27, well, you lost a lot of potential growth. But if you're anything like me, you think, I made profit. It doesn't matter what I could have made. I'm going to take my profits, take my smaller gains, and be totally okay with it. That's a mindset I've drilled into myself, and that's what I've kind of had to do, because if not, I'd get butthurt whenever I sell too early. And, in masters, like, you have to understand, like, it takes a lot to know what's a good strike price, what's reasonable, what are you trying to do? Do you want to sell it pretty fast? Do you want to make a quick buck? Or do you want to build it up, boom, and then sell it? Kind of like that's what I did Bank of America. I had my Bank of America shares. I bought it at $22.50. I had like 100 shares, and I ended up actually selling a call option for $26. I think that was the sixth call option that I did on it. And so that means I collected premium off call options 6 times, which ended up being like $174. And so that means I got $174 worth of premiums. Then I sold it at $26. So $22.50 up to $26. That gave me $350 in profit plus my $170. So that puts me somewhere around $520 in profit off of that stock doing the wheel cycle. I can't complain. I was so happy with that. And so I'm going to do it again. Next week, I'm going to have about I'm going to have a good bid. I think like 2,200 or something like that, or 2,600, whatever. And I'm going to go in, sell put options every week until I think it's going to hit it. When it goes down, boom, start selling call options. Because I don't think Bank of America is going to drop as much as it did before. And so with that being said, I'm very bullish on it. And that's why the wheel cycle works so well for me. So that's what happened with Bank of America. None of these other stocks really did phenomenally except for Main Street Capital. I will jump into them real quick. 1 week. This has been another one. I mean, look at this. It started the week off at around 32.04. At one point, it hit 35.92, coming up on 36 right there. So that's almost, what, $4? Yeah, $4 gain, almost, very close. Then it dropped down, at the end of the day to about, from noon to about the end of the day. It's come back down to like 34, but still solid gains, almost $3 in gains per share in Main Street Capital this week, which puts me at a gain of, I have 61 shares, almost $3, so like $150 roughly in the past week that the value of my stock has grown. So once again, I cannot complain on that. And my total return on that one's coming right up to $700. Coca-Cola, all of these did pretty decent this week. Nothing insane, but definitely decent. I'm up about 99 in Coca-Cola, 269 in Triple N, which actually had a very good week. I think it was up at like 10% at one point. Let's see. 26%. Sorry. Excuse me. 26% in 1 week. Insane in the membrane. That's 32.19. It started the week off roughly, ended the week around 39.89, about an $8.40 gain in 1 week per share. Crazy. I mean, it's just that shows just how crazy this week was. I mean, I'm probably said crazy about 36,000 times in this video because literally the only word I can think of that just represents how insane this week was. Like, and you can just see at the start of every day, just boom, shoot up, boom, shoot up, boom, shoot up. Like, honestly, I do think this momentum slows. I think it's going to come back down a bit next week unless we have really good news this weekend and it could just go up again. But typically we have noticed that on these big shots, it comes down, you know, like, big shot up, comes down a bit. Like right here is a perfect example. This is pretty level. Big shoot up, comes down a bit, and you know, hopefully we're starting to come out of it. Hopefully this U-shaped recovery does start to end soon. And you know, maybe boom, boom, boom. Who knows? You know, I'd love to see it. I'm really excited to see what happens. I'm not sure. I think at this point, no one really can predict exactly what the market's going to do. So I'm just kind of sitting back, enjoying these views, enjoying the sites, and you know, just doing my thing really. So Aflac up $123, Microsoft up 41, which it made a good little comeback. Microsoft did have a really weird couple weeks, being really stagnant, up and down, up and down, up and down, kind of, you know, just being weird. So hopefully Microsoft does push through that. Waste Management, I'm up about 27. Atmos Energy, 863. Jets is another one. Jets is another one that's done really good this week. Look at this. That's solid. About a $5 gain in the past week, up about 33% in 1 week. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Up about $61 roughly. And so that's pretty much, the $61 all pretty much came in 1 week. That's coming from about 10 shares. So once again, 10 shares on this stock. Now this is one that I am swing trading. I'm not going to hold this one on forever just because it's just not really my type of stock. You know, that's kind of sketchy and I don't feel like going through this stress of just being up and down, up and down. I'm checking it every day, getting all worried because that's just the type of person I am, to be honest with you. And so I like owning stocks that are going to keep me kind of stress-free and, you know, not drive me off the wall. And so, yeah, definitely Jets is another one. I'm going to hold on to it probably until it breaks even. I don't feel like it has any reason to go that much further past it. So maybe even a little bit lower than breaking even. I'm going to get on out and use that profit to buy other stocks that I love to hold for the long run. And yeah, Genius is the last one. This is another swing trade I have. It is a little bit down right now, but honestly, I'm not too angry about it. Another one, it's going public in about 10 days roughly, and I think that when it goes public, it's definitely going to shoot up a bit. And so with that being said, probably the day that it goes public, I'm out. I think I really do have a feeling it comes up past this. I think this is what, let's see, about 771 there, 790. I think it honestly passes that up. I think it's going to go up here, and I'm going to honestly just get out, take my profits, and once again, use the profit to get better stocks and stocks like Store Capital, Microsoft, Stag Industrial, Main Street Capital, Aflac, all these stocks, Coca-Cola, all these stocks that I really love. Those are going to be the ones that I'm going to use the profits for my swing trades, my trade options, and everything like that to buy them. You know, I'm only really doing swing trades, and I'm only doing trade options, and I'm only doing the wheel strategy to collect more revenue and get more capital in order to invest it into these stocks. You know, I see it like this. If I make $20 off a trade option and I invest it into Store Capital turns it into $28. That means my money made money, which made more money. And I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty sweet to me. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep going with that. You know, definitely just keep the train rolling. It has been an absolutely amazing week. I am glad you guys came hang out with me, came check out my stocks, came see what my portfolio was up to. I hope your portfolios are also doing really well. You know, I love watching you guys' videos and seeing the gains y'all made and seeing some of y'all average cost margins, which would be huge. That's absolutely amazing. And, you know, I really, really, really do appreciate each and every one of you, especially if you made it about 20 minutes in, checking out my portfolio, seeing the gains I made. I cannot thank you enough for supporting me as much as you do. One more time for the guys in the back, thank you very much. If you guys did like this video, definitely go ahead and drop a like for me once again. Subscribe if you're new. If you did enjoy this video, especially if you're brand new to the channel and you made it all this way, thank you so much. I can't I can't say I appreciate you enough. If you do like have any suggestions for future videos, anything like that, drop it in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday whenever I come out. I'm gonna buy some stocks on Monday. I'm gonna go ham. Maybe spin the wheel Wednesday comes back next week. I'm super excited for the week. I'm super excited to see all these gains, and I cannot wait to keep the ball rolling. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.